everybody, this is Carol from Chocolate Crafts and Bears Oh My, and what I want to share with you today is something that I made for the Jacksonville CKC CKC, yeah, that's what it is. CKC convention. Nancy and I worked on these, um, and it was something I created a kit for us to do. And I have another one to do, but I haven't done it yet. And it's a spool, you can see here. It wasn't an actual spool that I purchased, but it is one that I made. And all I did is do a double circle of chipboard, and this right here is a toilet paper roll, and then another double circle of chipboard to make it nice and sturdy. And I was afraid that the center wouldn't be sturdy enough to hold all these embellishments, so I loaded it with rice, and that actually balances. It gives it a good weight and balances, and that is something I used to do with my fabric dolls and animals. When I used to create those, I used to put rice in the bottom of their bodies to make them able to sit on shelves. So I'm going to get this in the frame a little bit so I can talk about it. I purchased this Tim Holtz poinsettia die last year, and I had not used it for Christmas. And I have to tell you that this is my favorite die for a poinsettia. I have spellbinders, and I have a couple others, but nothing could compare to this, especially if you get the embossing folder to go with it. It just gives this so much detail, and it makes it very, very pretty. So if you can see, I'll bring it up. This is the large poinsettia. So I did the one large leaf, one of the medium, and one of the small. And these three gold things are recollection. And these little white things, I don't know what you call them, but they're foam and they're glittery. I got them at the dollar store. And then I did the leaves in the green. So what this is the spun sugar distress ink and the Victorian velvet. And I dip it into the ink, and then while it's still wet I emboss it, and then after that I paint it with rock candy, the rock candy distress paint, and then I sprinkle the diamond stickles onto the flowers. And of course this was done with peeled paint and the sage distress ink for the leaves. And as you can see here, I did the Tim Holtz clock around the bottom, and I put some pink lace here, and there's pink lace up here, and I put some bling around both here and here with some lace. And I just put 2 flowers here. The rest is plain in the back. Oops, I am not holding it up right. Okay, and it's hard to get this in the frame because it's rather large. It's probably 10 inches high at least. So I use my Tim Holtz dies. Besides the poinsettia, there's 2 poinsettia here, and they are 2 of the medium and 1 of the small in the center. This is the Tim Holtz snowman, and he was cut out of chipboard, and he was painted with the rock candy distress paint, and it's actually the crackle paint, and then sprinkled with the diamond stickle glitter. And I cut his hat out separate, and the nose is paprika glitter, and then just some buttons from my stash. And I did the snowflakes the same as the flowers on this, with some little pink recollection bling. This right here is also the Tim Holtz die, the Noel. It's very pretty. I cut it out on chipboard again, and I did, I wanted to mention that all the flowers are done not on paper but watercolor paper. So not only does it take the ink really well, it also is a lot sturdier, and all the pieces were done with the watercolor paper because of that. And then I did the lamp post right here. That's on just black cardstock, but it has a chipboard backing. And I have also another poinsettia back here to fill in the top of this. And you can see basically how I did this a little bit. I made these little stands for my die cuts so that they stand up, and you can see this is not going to go anywhere. And then I just filled in with leaves. I do have the clock under here too to match. This right here is a Mary Ann die, and I took the 25 from the Noel and put it back here on top of some note music paper that was distressed with the peeled paint. And then while this piece was in the die, I distressed it with spun sugar and the Victorian velvet to give it that pretty design. And you can see, I'm sorry for shaking the camera, you can see that I did this like a tent so that it stands up. And then this is the back. And then again, I filled in with leaves. You could see I have the snowman on a type of a stand here. And so he stands up. He's not going to go anywhere either. He's hot glued down there. And that is basically my project. This was something that I had seen on Pinterest, and I just took it to my own level and added my own things to it. And I will be decorating with that pretty soon in my house. So thank you very much for watching my video. I appreciate it. Hope to see you soon.